Hello and welcome to the channel. Today we are working on our 2001 Subaru Forester UT. Alright, we got some issues here. As you can see, the little droplets, boom, 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 boom. This blew. Alright, it blew so bad, it went all over the windshield, up onto the roof rack, down the side windows, everywhere. So today we are replacing that, as well as the thermostat, because if I gotta drain the system, might as well get it all new, right? So today I will be showing you how to take off the radiator and replace it with minimum tools and not the correct working environment. Florida. I'm already dripping, dude. Haven't even started. Just getting everything set up for the video. Alright, let's get in this. So, I'm not 100% sure, but the video I watched, you gotta take this and that off, and then disconnect this power cable down here. Disconnect, there's one more power cable, or, yeah, right there. Disconnect that one right under the driver's side fan. And then take off all of these hoses. So I'm going to start with taking off this one right here. So that way all of the fluid will come out of it. And since we're replacing the thermostat, I think this will be the good one to start with here. So we can get all the fluid drained out the system properly into a plastic bin, because ain't got no money for no drip pan, boy. But here we go, let's get it started. We'll see if this worked. The video I watched, these are the transmission cooling lines. I got them vice gripped off and clamped to hopefully not have it leak all over, because don't want to have to replace a bunch of fluid in there too. But from that point under here on mine, I need a flathead to undo that, and like all of these fasteners. So we gotta take this one off, and this one off. Just remember where the long one and the short one goes. It's pretty obvious, but I cut this zip tie too, because that's connected up to the radiator. And then disconnect this right here, this harness. And then disconnect this harness right here. And then I gotta figure out why the heck this fan is so wobbly. Might be from the blowout that it had, but that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna disconnect this big guy first, let the fluid drain over here, and then while this is draining, we'll start unhooking the top. Yeah, that's crazy, man. This screw just unscrews. It's not like our 90s vans. Everything rusted. Oh god, here we go. I don't even know how much fluid is actually going to be in this thing, because of how much it's leaking and how much it's blown out. Why? Oh, it's stuck up there. Gotcha. Alright, let's hope I don't get this all over me. Uh-huh. I didn't get it on my face like I thought I was going to. Then we're gonna take this top one off here, disconnect that, and just start disconnecting the top stuff while we wait for all of that down there to leak out. Now that we got this loose.
It was upside down. That's funny.
Okay, come on. Can't get it off. There we go. We got that loose and off. I'm gonna take these two off of the reservoir. So that is loose. And then I will go back under and detach the rest of the hoses. Then we'll take these off and pull it out. So I just took off the smaller line for the transmission fluid. And I made a mistake at first and took off this fastener right here and loosened it, and I didn't realize it was a full stem that basically goes all the way back to this vice grip here, which is keeping the fluid in the line. The drip is what's coming out of the radiator currently, so the vice grip worked on the line to hold the fluid in. It's a slow drip, but that's okay. But this right here, I took some pliers to it and just untwisted it from right here. So I'll show you on this side real quick what we gotta do. I just don't want to get covered in stuff. Basically, oh man, this is a weird angle. See if I can even get it on film. Basically just, ooh, slippery. Got this and lefty loosey righty tighty, but I can't get the right angle. Oh, come on. Oh, strip it. Don't strip it. Handy dandy C-wrench did the job. We got the long line off. Needed to just get it done, not get dripped all over. So we have everything disconnected from the under part of the car. The only thing that needs disconnected still from underneath is the reservoir. But if you got an extra person, it's easier to just probably have them hold it or undo that while it's being held instead of trying to get up all through that, because you pull it out and you can get at it. So we're going to take that and that off, and it should just pop right out. Let's see. All right. Out of the way so we don't trip on it. Now, about the right size. Let's see what we got. So on mine, it is a 12 millimeter to take these two off. It's a 10 millimeter to take the two off of this reservoir right here. I mean, yeah, we're going to reuse this reservoir, so we're going to end up taking this tube with the pliers, unclamping it, and just clamping it to the new one. We got that. Put the tube on, and let's see. Working with, let's not hold for that, I'm going to drop it. Oh my god. Got it out. Woo! It's the radiator dance. It's the radiator dance. Who did it? We did it. I'm just new radiator goofing. Because of it blowing how it did, it got these seals wet. And they are just disintegrating into my hand. So I'm gonna remove those. Look at that. Ew. There's a spider. Bad place for you to be living. Yeah, I'm gonna get all this cleaned off. Because if I need to replace it, I'll replace it later, but I just don't want that getting into anything else that it don't need to. That's pretty gross. But we got the radiator out. I'm gonna clean this area up before we put the new one in. And then the next step will be taking off the fans. Alright, and if you don't get new fans to go on your new radiator, you gotta take these off. And for me, it was just 10 millimeter here, 10 millimeter there. On the same side, other side, 10 millimeter, 10 millimeter. 4 of them. Just like that. We out. Ready to install on the new one.
So shiny.
Woo-wee. Would you look at that? We got the new radiator installed with the fans on them now. And this one was wobbly because these two teeth right here weren't actually in the little slots. So I don't know who worked on this car before, but that was not cool, man. Not cool. But we got that all set up. I'm gonna get in there, clean that up, and put the new one in. Woo! Alright, slight change up on what's going on here. I was going to do the thermostat at the same time, but further looking into it, I don't think this part's made correctly. If you look at this, right, the flat spot is right here, and this side sticks up. But on the picture on the box, that little tab is sticking up on this side. So this little gold thing, I'm wondering if it got put in wrong.
And there's no rubber seal.
And there's no rubber seal on it. So this is going to be another day. We only have water with a little bit of coolant to put into it anyways right now. So we'll have to drain it and put coolant in when we get more money anyways. So
Can't drive it to go get the part.
yeah, can't drive it to go get the part currently. So that's not going to happen. We're just doing radiator today. But since it's getting filled with mostly water, when we get more money, I'll get the seal, double check on that part, see if it's made correctly, because it does not look like it should in the picture. And then when that time comes, we'll bust it open, drain the water and the little bit of fluid that I do have, and then put the right coolant into it. So let's get back to putting this in, because I got in here wiped up for the most part, and all of that nastiness off. Not all of it, but most of it. Here we go, let's get it. Alright, I got it in. The only complaint is, for some reason, it shakes a little bit on the bottom. It's going through the holes. I'll show you on this one here. So basically, these little nubs here go into little pocket holes in the frame of the car. But when I took this one off, there wasn't even really anything like holding it in place. So I'm gonna look it up and see if there's any little gaskets or plugs or whatever to stick on there so that it doesn't go like that. But at this point, when I do that, if I replace it, all I have to do is undo that, have Natalie help lift it up so I can just slide them in and then put it back down and screw it in. So, simple fix, not very worried about it right now, but before we go on the road again, gonna get that fixed so we're not shaking. But yeah, just need to get back in here and zip tie this up against that so it's not so far out. But other than that, oh, come on, man. Well, the last thing to do is fill it with fluid and water. And then once I get to the point of doing the thermostat and getting those nubs and whatnot, I will put the right fluid in for it. But for now, it's gonna be water and water mixed with coolant. All right. So the video I watched said to fill the radiator all the way up, get it running, and just kind of, as it's running, it'll start getting sucked through the system. And to help get out the air bubbles, just give this tube a nice squeeze to self-bleed it and get all the air bubbles out. Yep, it's getting sucked in, so we're going to keep filling it up as it's going down, just so that way we know we are topped off correctly. Do more research than just my video, because this is my first time doing this, and I watched the video just like you're doing right now, so don't hold me 100% accountable. I'm not sure if this is going to fully work, but I got everything hooked up how it's supposed to be, and we're looking good so far. Alright, I think it just opened up and started pulling fluid into the engine. It just went down quite a bit right there, so squeeze down here too. Alright. Cap up this water because we drank it if we ain't using it in the car. Well, we're just going to. Ooh. Huh. That one's a little weird. Alright. I guess that's locked in. See how the inside's doing. Getting up to temperature, so I think I'm gonna drop the hood, drive it in a little loop, see if everything works out all right. Go. Like that for now, and see how this works out. Got no AC in here, so I gotta roll down the windows, but let's see how we doing. Shouldn't have to drive it very far. It's like 90 degrees out already, so the car should heat up pretty quick. I just need to make sure that it ain't gonna overheat and that the thermostat is working properly right now, because I drove it out onto this main road yesterday, or 2 days ago, and it overheated right away. So, I guess we'll go out this way. Got a door open, it looks like. It feels a lot better. It feels a heck of a lot better than it did the other day. I only made it to this intersection right here and had to turn around. So, let's say it's... Just make sure everything's good. It's looking good here so far. I think that's just fluid from when I put it in. No leak so far. Let's see. Let's do another little lap. See about this temperature. Just need to keep a close eye on it, because if it starts overheating, I need to shoot back home so I don't get stranded out here. But it's feeling good so far. We fixed it, YouTube. Look at that. The Nomad fam can do car videos. How about that? How about that? Let's make sure no one's around. Let's flip a U-turn real quick. Yeah, we're not even over halfway on the... Oh my gosh, the horsepower's back in it, man. Now that it's all sealed up and the pressure's right. Yee-hoo! Yeah, baby. All right. And we didn't overheat. Couldn't even go up to 35 without it overheating before, so there we go. Subi fixed. That's awesome. I'm excited about that. But look at that. We get to pull the Subaru back up where it belongs. Back where it belongs. Pulling up to the house. Skirt, skirt. Alright. Just double check. Yeah, I had you guys in my shirt for that. Bet you didn't know that. So it's steaming a little bit here. I don't like that. Oh, actually, okay. We'll give it a few minutes on the steaming. That's what I was thinking, is all the antifreeze that exploded all over in this. I'm guessing that's what all of this hotness is, just burning off. Let's hope, right? See, doesn't look like anything's dripping or leaking. I mean, I can't really tell though, because I mean, it's not overheating, so that's good. Yeah, no, it's not overheating anymore, so this is just a burn off from when it was leaking and spilling. I was confused where it's actually coming from. That's the concerning part to me. Just gonna let it run for a few minutes and see if it stops. We got the grill back in, and it has stopped smoking quite a bit. It's still a little smoky right here, but like I said, I think it's just the heat coming off the new radiator hitting this little unit here and burning off all of that excess fluid. It's yeah, it's fairly hot in there, and I mean that's just touching that condenser, so probably gonna smoke like that for the first couple drives. But this is a 2001 Subaru Forester, and that's how you change the radiator with 10mm, 12mm ratchets. On mine, these are flatheads, and then I used a C-wrench on the bottom, 2 lines. I didn't replace the actual like nipples that go into the tubes because they were already on and they looked fine. They were clean, no corrosion or anything, so we just put that back in, and if I need to replace it, I can just go down and replace it. But as of right now, the Subaru is running. The Subaru is happy. Well, it's not very happy. It still needs a lot of work and attention, but it's not overheating. It would have been pissing coolant by now. Yep, same exact reading. So, I'm gonna call that here for this video. It's a little bit longer, but that's what we want to start doing, is giving more in-depth details and videos on what's going on in our lives and how to do stuff. So, if you have any questions or comments, leave them down in the comment section below, and I'll answer them as best as I can. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and follow along for new videos on the car, the van, and the trailer. But the homestead in general. Peace out, guys. I know I just did my outro video, but perfect timing, as you can see. In Florida, it likes to just rain. It's supposed to
0% chance of rain, full sun. That was what the
on
radar
your
said
phone.
today. Yeah.
My phone said 20% chance of rain from 8 a.m. until like throughout the whole day.
Oh, mine said sunny, no chance of rain, literally.
Why are you dribbling on us?